Hey, it's Brent. Today I want to talk about the Alexapure Pro filter that Jen and I have. First of all, not being paid for any kind of endorsement. I just want to talk about it, maybe help somebody make a decision whether or not getting one of these is right for them. All right, first of all, upper container is about 2¼ gallons. Lower container holds 2¼ gallons. Don't figure. All right, so first load it up, take our lid off. You can see down inside there, it has provision for 4 filters. We're running just one. That's fine amount of water flow for Jen and I. We have this additional pitcher right here that we like to use that we'll fill it up with. And of course, obviously, we'll have to do several of these to get this filled up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom. We'll get a little bit of drip going. And you see we've already got about half a container. Something to keep in mind, when you have half a container, you don't want to necessarily fill up your top container because you run the possibility of this overflowing because there's no O-ring seal or anything around the bottom. It just sets together. We'll keep a towel underneath here sometimes just in case we miscalibrate and put a little bit more water in the top than what we should have, okay? We just recently cleaned this. We had it for a little over 2 years. We figured it was definitely due. Shout out to Leatherneck Prepper. I used his video on cleaning the filter and the system itself. He's got a Berkey. He said this would work fine for the Alexapure, and it did. So shout out to him for cleaning the filters. We also noticed that the filters do not remove minerals, which is awesome. So when I cleaned the filter, I also had a little bit of calcium buildup on the bottom of the spigot. So I just took a wire brush and cleaned that up too. These filters, they're tested at 200 gallons for 99.9% bacteria, 99.9% of, well, actually it's 97% for fluoride. They didn't test it beyond 200 gallons, but having this over 200 days, 200 years, we ran obviously more than 200 gallons of water through it, but we don't have an issue with it at all. So we do have extra filters, as you can see we've got over here. They come packaged in a box that's padded, which is pretty custom. It comes with extra rubber O-rings. And we'll get the filter out here. It's all sealed up into this bag, and there's a fluid in this bag. It's an alcohol and water mix to help keep this microbiologically purified. And it's all ready to go as far as priming. You don't have to priming. So if you want to add this filter or swap out the old one, put this in, we don't have to prime it. I thought that was a pretty cool extra feature there. So one thing that we have noticed as far as the amount of time for filtering, cool water flows through much better than hot water. We live in Phoenix, summertime. It takes minutes before you get actual cool water coming out of the faucet. So a lot of times we'll fill up the pitcher and it's hot water we'll put in here, and it filters through much slower than cool water. So something to keep in mind for that. Other than that, Jen and I are pretty happy with this filter. It suits our needs for us and our 2 pups. So hope this helps anybody out in making a decision whether or not they want to get a countertop or the Alexapure itself. Actually, correction, one more thing. These filters, they run between $90 and $120, depending on where you buy them from. But if you get several of them, you can get a discount on that. I know my Patriot Supply has them for $89 and change for a single. So, all right, have a good day.